Ryan with Premier Seal Coating, and here I am at the world famous Route 12 pickleball facility located in Westboro, Massachusetts. Grand opening tomorrow. Come on down. Ben's worked his butt off putting a good facility together for you guys to play. So tomorrow is their opening day. This is one that I am glad is over. No offense. I love my customer, but it's just a rough one, you know? I mean, people don't really understand what it takes to put something like this together. All right, especially indoors where you don't have the sun to dry it out for you. You know, we were essentially handed this place and said, we're opening in like 5 days, so you got to make it happen. And then we came in only to see we came in and find that, you know, the posts and stuff were put in, which kind of screwed us, but whatever. You know, when the job's all said and done, there are some things that I look at and I wish I could fix. And this transition line where this fence is my number one, and the plates that go around it. You know, normally we lay this out for them, you know, and we will, you know, have a nice transition line from the gray to the green. It'll be a nice tape line, and you know, but there was a little miscommunication. They were only supposed to do corner posts. They wound up doing all the posts, and you know, then we had to go around them, and it was like impossible. Like we use squeegees. I mean, we use 36-inch squeegees, and yes, they make smaller squeegees, but you know, to try to paint up around these, this isn't the type of material that you can use a paintbrush with. You know, it looks very thin if you try to brush it. So, you know, you're stuck with what you got. You know, this thing right here was completely covered in shit. We had to scrape it off and then get a Sharpie marker and color back in the chrome or the metal so that it didn't look messed up, you know. And we had to do that to every single post in here. So, you know, I mean, the fact that we were able to get all of this done in the time that we had is just mind-boggling. You know, my guys absolutely killed it. And not just that, but normally, like when we do a place like this is always the last color. But we had to do this color second so that the fence guy could work, so that all of these people could put all of this stuff in. If that didn't happen, this place would not have opened on the 1st. Now, when the project was handed to us, they said, Ryan, what can you give us for a realistic expectation on a date? And I said, just a week. I need a week. You know, I need my 7 days. I was hoping I could get it done in 4 to 5. But we came in on numerous days to find the roof leaking. We'd come in, we'd do resurfacer, and then we'd come back the next morning, and this whole section is like washed away, different areas. And it's like right here, there was a drip that was coming off. You can see how it splashed up, you know, drip, drip. And the dripping splashed the resurfacer onto the pole, you know. So that sucked, you know. And that set us back 2 days. So that took the 6 days that we really had, because we got it on the 25th. The 1st is 6 days away, 7 days away. And you know, we had to do resurfacer. We had to do 4 coats. Normally we only do 2 coats, but we had an issue with a knucklehead AC guy who came in here and ran a lift and tore up half a court too, all the way down. Like the tires took it all the way down to the bare concrete, you know. So we had to redo that. And then we come in the next time and it's flooded and we got to redo that. And somehow we managed to pull it out. You know,
when you do projects like this, it's tough because, you know, like when we do municipal jobs, we padlock the gates. Nobody can come in. When you have a project like this, people can just randomly walk around. So, you know, you'll get some shitheads who will come in and, you know, in the middle of the project and see things and say, oh, you do shoddy work, or that looks shoddy. It's like, I don't know. I mean, are there some things that could have been prevented? Maybe. Like, yeah, maybe. Like, we got a little resurfacer on the back wall. But before this had 8 coats on it, that was lumpy as shit. So it's easier just to touch up the wall with some white than it is to try to get it to lay that seam perfectly. So, look, I mean, my saying to people is, everybody likes a good hot dog, but nobody wants to be in the room when it's made. This is the same way. If you were to walk in this job, you know, you'd say, oh, I see this is wrong, I see that's wrong. Yeah, you're here on the 2nd and 3rd day, you know, where we blow this place out. You know, you could say, well, I could have been a prima donna and said, the fence guy can't come in here until I'm done. Then these guys would not have made their day, opening day. I could have said, hey, you know, I don't want anybody working in here until we finish. And I would have derailed this thing. You know, we had to find a way to make it so that everybody could work together and everybody could get their job done. And that's exactly what we did. And you know what? I am proud of my guys. They absolutely killed it. This was so frustrating. I will never, ever do another job in my life where I have to deal with going around a fence. Unless it's a new, you know, outdoor jobs are completely different because they're not set in plates like that. They're cored right into the ground. They're so easy to go around. You just whoop, whoop, go right around it with the squeegee and, well, you know. But these plates, they're tough. You know, and that's really the only thing about this job that I don't like. Everything else, I'm happy with. Considering what this place was, how messed up this floor was, what we were able to make this place into. Come on. I mean, who better than us, right? So, yeah. Did we make any friends on this job? No. If anything, we made enemies. One more thing as I drive home and think of this. I did make some friends on this job. I absolutely did. And that's Dave Wiggins, the floor guy. He's a great guy. And you know what? Despite the miscommunication between us and the fence guy, that's another friend that I made, Paul Garney. I hope I said your name right. His son Brandon and their worker, Captain Caveman.
Set free by the teen angels from his prehistoric block of glacier ice comes the world's first superhero, Captain Caveman. Now the constant companion to the teen angels, Brenda, Dee Dee, and Taffy in their hilarious and sometimes scary mystery missions. Get ready for Captain Caveman.
All right. I mean, these guys, they killed it. You know, Dave killed it. Paul and his crew killed it, and we killed it. I mean, you know, man. I was looking back, listening back as I'm on my way home editing this video, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, I did make friends on this job. I absolutely did make friends on this job. Made some enemies, but I definitely made some friends. And they're the type of guys that if I need work done, those are the guys I'm calling, because I think we worked well around each other. We were able to communicate. We were able to you know, work together so that we didn't get in each other's way. And I don't know how much I'll see of Paul. I hope I see more of him and Brendan and Captain Caveman. But Dave Wiggins, I have a feeling that dude is going to be fucking glued to my side. You know, he's a great concrete prep guy, and as we start slamming out more and more of these facilities, you know, I love Dave, and I want him in there doing my prep. If you're not hiring Dave, you're not hiring me. All right? And hopefully we can get to that point with Paul. So, you know, I just wanted to digress that. I'm going to slip this in, that part. And those stories are going to be great when they come out. But, you know, we did our very best, and nobody can take that away from us. We went above and beyond. The owner is very happy, you know, and to me, that's all that matters. I don't really care what anybody else thinks. So, yeah, I mean, this is it. This is what we do.
You don't need a good sleeping.
But hey, it's done. So this is what we live for right here, folks. This is what makes me the happiest.
We give you our email too, because if you send us the pictures that we post on Facebook being like, hey, you know, we just had a great time at, you know.
Oh yeah, Route 12, yeah. Well, I'm the contractor, so I'm out of here, and I probably won't be back until they need me to fix something. So
Well, great job.
yeah, thank you. I'm out. And I am slightly emotional. I will say, I am not afraid to say it. I am slightly emotional because, yeah, when I saw how happy that my customer was after everything that I went through to get this fucking place ready, man, you know, it brought tears to my eyes. And then to see guys out there like playing on it, they were so happy. That's why I love doing this. So another one in the books. We start another one in Ashland tomorrow, hopefully without all the drama.